Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will talk about what is front-end, back-end and full stack and the differences between them. So after watching this video, you must have a clear understanding about what is front-end, back-end and full stack. So without any delay, let's get started. So first of all, we will discuss about what is front-end. Front-end refers to the client side of web development. It includes everything the user sees, interact and experience in a web application, from buttons to text animations to responsive layouts. For example, when you visit a website such as Facebook, Twitter or Amazon, everything you see on your screen including the navbar, the buttons, all these are a part of frontend. Now talking about the core technologies, there are three main core technologies that are used in frontend. First is your HTML, which is used to make the structure of your web page. The second comes your CSS, that is used to add styling to your web page, and third comes your JavaScript that adds interactivity in your web page. Talking about the frameworks, there are two most popular frameworks used in front-end development. First is React.js and second is Angular. Among these two, most popular one is React.js. It was developed by Meta and it is component based. It uses a virtual document object model for faster updates. It is very popular in building single-page applications. Talking about Angular, it was developed by Google and it uses TypeScript and it is good for making large-scale enterprise apps. Let's talk about two most popular UI libraries that are used in front-end development. First is Bootstrap and second is Tailwind CSS. Now let us talk about the architectures. Front-end has two types of architectures. First is single-page application and second is multi-page application. So what is a single-page application? So basically it is an application that contains a single HTML page and it dynamically updates its content via JavaScript. Example, Gmail and Facebook. And what is a multi-page application? So it is an application that contains many HTML pages. All of them are linked with each other. Example, e-commerce websites like Amazon. So now let's talk about the skills that you must have to become a front-end developer. First of all, you must have a strong command in HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Second, you must have knowledge of at least one framework. It can be React or Angular. Third, you should know what is Git and GitHub. And fourth, you must know the basics of responsive web design. Now let's talk about the free and popular resources that will help you to learn front-end development. First is your MDN documentation, second is your free code camp, and third is the Odin project. So this was all about front-end. So now let us talk about what is backend. So backend refers to the server-side part of a web application or a software. It basically manages data storage, API communication and server configurations. While frontend is something that the user see, backend is something that makes the application work. It's just like a brain that works behind a face. So whenever you log in or submit a form or make any payment, all these informations go into the backend and it processes everything and sends the required information to the frontend so that you can view it. So now let's talk about the tools and the technologies that are used in the backend. So the programming languages that are used in the backend are JavaScript, Python, Ruby, PHP, Go, etc. There are many of them, but those are the popular ones. Also, there are many frameworks that are used, but the most popular ones include your Express.js, Django, and Flux, and yeah, also Ruby on Rails. And talking about the databases, there are two popular databases that are used. One is your MySQL, and the other is your MongoDB. So now let us talk about the architecture of the backend. So there are many architectures, but we will discuss only three of them. So first is your monolithic architecture, which is based on a single code base. Second comes your microservices architecture. It is based on multiple independent services for different features. And the third comes your serverless architecture. If you are someone who wants to learn backend development, then you must have a fluency in programming, basic understanding of database management system, and also you should know API designing and API integration, knowledge of web servers and HTTP protocols. Now let us talk about some of the popular free resources that will help you learn backend development. Number one is MDN documentations. Second is your free code camp backend certifications. And third is your Odin project. So basically backend development is the foundation of web application. So this was all about backend. So finally, let us now talk about full stack. So what is a full stack? So full stack is basically the combination of both front-end and back-end. A full stack developer is someone who can create a complete web application, from designing the web application to API integration and data management and many more. So talking about the technologies, there are many stacks available for full stack web development, but the most popular one is the main stack and the merge stack. So what is a merge stack? So merge stack consists of four technologies. They are MongoDB, Express.js, React.js and Node.js. And talking of main stack, it also consists of 4 main technologies of MongoDB, Express.js, Angular and Node.js. And there are also some other stacks that are used such as LAMP and Jamstack. Popular and free resources through which you can learn full stack web development are your MDN documentations, Free Code Camp and the Odin project. So this was all about today's video. So if you have learned something new, then do leave a like and also subscribe for more tech contents. Thanks for watching. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.